Believe it or not, our pastor was right here in this parking lot on a Sunday afternoon, and the local 2U representatives were driving down the road. They stopped, backed up, came in and introduced themselves to our pastor. They have an outreach. Their business model says, go knock on doors. Go tell people what we can do for you.
With churches, community centers, and others that reach the community, we put them in a category called Community Anchor Institutes. These are institutions and organizations that are vital to our community. And what we like to do is create connections with them so that they can create connections with the community.
Mountain Heights Church was actually started 60-some years ago in a garage further down the hill, down Myrtle Tree Road. And it outgrew that rather fast. And there was a school here initially, and the school was closed by the county, and the property became available. So the church members gathered together, pledged, raised the money, bought the property, and built the church. Interestingly enough, the first building that they had was the basement. They built the basement and they started church services in the basement. And then with a little bit of time and raised more money, they built the upstairs. And then over time, they built the activity building and they built the care home.
We wanted to create a connection for Mountain Heights Church, and that connection was more than just an internet connection. And it turns out they were in need of digital assets in order to help grow their church and help outreach. And that's what we're about. We're about outreach.
A church isn't a church in today's world unless they can do some live streaming. They can bring stuff in via the internet to teach with. And that's what our goal is, to grow our church's footprint through the products that come down through the internet with Local 2U giving us that service. They have a mission, they have a plan. It's to bring wireless fiber to the state of West Virginia. And as I got to know them and we worked through the physical limitations that our site had, I said, what's your plan? They said, well, we're starting here in West Virginia. Someday we'll branch out. And all I could think of as an engineer, I could say, if you solve the geography of West Virginia, you can take this anywhere. And they basically laughed and said, yeah, that's one reason why we're here. And all they ask us to do is when people congregation realize that we have internet, just be sure and tell them that's how you got it.
If you're a church or you're a community center and you fill that role of community anchor, you're vital to your community, reach out to us at local2u.com or to one of our social media accounts, and we'll be happy to help come out, talk with you, and help forge that connection.